You've taken one of your buckets and put them in a logical sequence. A learning progression has levels of achievement. We have 6, which may seem like a lot at first glance, but let me explain. The first level is not enough evidence, which means that the student didn't produce enough to evaluate that skill. Next is beginning. Then we have developing. Then is proficient, advanced, and lastly we have expert. We also have keywords to help us remember what we mean when we are targeting each level. Beginning means that the student tried to respond to the question. Developing means the student produced a relevant response, although it may be entirely incorrect or very incomplete. To me, this is the one where, after reading it, I think the student was just throwing around any idea that he or she heard and hopes that it applies here. You know the saying, throwing paint at the wall, see what sticks? Yeah, that's developing. Proficient means that the student produced an explicit response. Explicit meaning the response is stated clearly and in detail, although there may be omissions or errors. Advanced means that the student produced a correct and complete response, while expert means that the student can produce a complex response that ties multiple ideas together. Notice the first 3 levels are incorrect or incomplete in various amounts. Try and relevant are both incorrect and incomplete, with relevant having some pertinent information. Explicit can be incorrect or incomplete, but the process is overtly present and correct. Not until accurate do the responses need to be both correct and complete. Creating those keywords that you can consistently use is very useful. What does each level demonstrate? What purpose does it serve? For us, the point of having so many levels is to provide enough detail that students know exactly what skills they are demonstrating and what to do to improve. How many times did you wonder why a student left something blank? Most of our assessments do not give any points for simply trying, but the beginning level provides easy entry for all students. Striving students need somewhere to succeed from the very start, and developing is simply the very next logical step. Like, okay, now that you've started, why not just add this one other piece? At the other end of the spectrum, there are compliant students who will do anything as instructed. But then what? Can they tie what they are doing now to what we did 3 weeks ago? Or what about 3 months ago? Providing a level above just getting it right is essential to challenge them. That's how we came up with 6 levels, and I love it. Now, of course, you don't have to use our levels. This is what works for me and for Dave, and therefore I heartily recommend it. But there isn't one right way. You can have fewer levels and name them differently, but keep these general principles in mind. Avoid numbers and ranking words. Be non-judgmental. Don't use good, excellent, inadequate. Describe the skill, not the product or person, and avoid the word exceeding. When you continue, we will learn how to sequence one of your practices into the levels that you have designed.